I've already mentioned this, but those of you that are getting close to your end date, a couple of you, a couple of days left, it's going to be really important to get enough water now. Okay, even if you never have, because it's going to get much more difficult to get enough water when you start eating, and you're going to need that water to move that stuff out of your system. So in these next couple days, you know, when you're getting close to the end, make sure you're getting the water you need, right? Because it's going to be much harder once you start eating, when you've got these long breaks where you can't be drinking water. Get it in now while you can, because you're likely to lose hydration a little bit those first couple days, even if you do the very best you can. Okay, those first couple days we're feeding, you want to focus on eating your meals and sipping water when you can. And that's it. You shouldn't be doing anything else. Okay, not a good time to schedule meetings for yourself online. You shouldn't be walking or moving around too much. You're still going to be resting for the most part. By day 3, it will be a little bit easier to get the water in, a little bit easier, and you'll have more energy. You'll start being able to do some other things. But at least the first couple days, just eating and sipping. The question was, 5 days we're feeding, then they leave. If they happen to have cooked food right after they leave, what would happen? Usually what happens is the head explodes. And sometimes one of the limbs falls off. What happens is your body says, that was a really bad idea. You're going to feel bad. I mean, and you know, your question makes me a little sad, because no one just happens to have cooked food. Cooked food doesn't jump in your mouth when you're not looking. Okay? Get really clear. I mean, first of all, how many of you would like to maximize the benefit of this process that you invested in and are here to do? You want to get as much as you can from this? You have to follow the program for 6 more weeks. You have to. If you don't follow the program for 6 more weeks, you will never know what you accomplished, because you're going to begin to undo the benefits before you've even fully realized them. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? I mean, obviously it's up to you. Do whatever you want to. But you're not going to be helping yourself if you do that. All right? Is that clear to everyone? I mean, it's really, really important, right? The way to think about this, you guys are here for 3 weeks. This is not a 3-week process. This is a 9-week process. Okay, you're 2 weeks down. You got 7 weeks to go. One of those weeks happens here, and the other 6 happen once you get home. But you got to stick with the program. Okay, there's a lot of things we do where, okay, now I've done that part, I've still got to do the next part. Okay, there's a next part coming. And it's really important for your success that you stick with it. We're going to start talking about food this coming week. And to be honest with you, someone asked me recently in one of my live broadcasts, I think it was, why don't you just make it why do you give them a 6-week plan? Why isn't it a lifetime plan? Okay, so here's the secret. Don't tell anyone. It is a lifetime plan. Okay? But if I call it that, nobody would look at it. Okay? This is what you should be doing forever. What I'm giving you in writing is what I'm going to be teaching you next week. And it's what's optimal for your body. And I guarantee you, you're not the exception. You're not that guy, oh yeah, that might work for other people, not for me. Get clear about this. Every species on the planet has a species-specific diet. Every one. Every bald eagle eats the same diet. Okay? Every lion eats the same diet. Every red squirrel eats the same diet. Okay, we're no different. Our digestive systems are exactly the same. Once you clean them out, they're all ready for the optimal diet. Now, it might be true that before you came here, maybe you couldn't tolerate eating an optimal diet. You remember the guy that felt like crap every time he ate fruits or vegetables? Remember that? The guy that dropped dead at 47? Right? He couldn't eat produce because his body began detoxing immediately. That's what happens to a lot of people. Okay, if you've been eating nothing but crap and you start eating even close to a healthy diet, you're going to have some symptoms because your body begins to detoxify. But you're doing that work now. Someone once said to me last year, but don't we need a transition diet? No, this is the transition right now. Okay, when you're done with this, your body is clean and it's ready to eat optimally. And so, you know, people say that's a theory. Okay, yes, there's no double-blind study. Okay? Sorry, right? Some people think if there's no double-blind study, it can't be true. Right? Yeah, there's no double-blind study. Over 12 years, I ran an internship program that was 4 months long. People started with a 21-day fast and spent then a week of refeeding and then spent 13 more weeks on site. It was a 17-week program. 127 people did the program over 12 years. Every single person thrived. Everyone. No exceptions. No exceptions. Okay, and my experience working with people is, there are a lot of people that are, I'm not doing that anymore. I think I mentioned to you the woman who said to me, I'm eating paleo now. She thrived when she was eating optimally. Why'd she stop? She started detoxing and thought, no, this doesn't work for me. That's what happens. Remember, if you fasted once, and she fasted, I think, for like 16 days or 14 days, that's not going to be enough after 30 years on the planet. Your body's not going to be clean after that. No way. Most you're going to need to do the 21 to 26 to 30 to 40 days you're doing now, at least a couple more times. Okay, and then you're going to get to the point where you're going to feel and function amazingly well. Amazingly well.